Hi, my virtual friend. What's going on? I'm hoping that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I'm Sean Azimi. I welcome you to this live. You are in for a treat. First of all, drop in the comments. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I'm from Southern California. I got my robe on because it's 1:22 a.m. What time is it where you're tuning in from? Let me know in the comments. Let's see. Hey, what if I told you that the thing ruining your day probably isn't the actual event that is ruining your day? It's what happens minutes after that ruins your day. You're like, what? Well, I'll tell you what. Tonight, I'm sharing a simple idea that has really changed the way I handle frustrations and unexpected setbacks. Boy, have I had a few of those in my life. Bad news, things of that sort. Okay. Let me ask you this question. What's one thing that has completely ruined your mood today or recently? Maybe not today. Be honest. Is it a text? Was it like a traffic jam um, on a certain day, maybe on the way to work? Was it somebody said something, a comment, maybe a phone call, a text? What was it? Well, Festing, Festinger's law says that around 10% of what happens in life is beyond your control. The other 90% is determined by how you react to it. Now, you may have heard this before from random folks, who knows, whether Leon Festinger actually said this or not, may be up for debates, but the theory um, stands still. The principle is very useful. Yes or yes? Yes or Jilly, how are you? Oh my goodness, I see you on YouTube. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna pray for mom for sure. Um, Sean says, "Can you give my sister Sophia a shout out? Today is her birthday, and she has a disability, and she wanted me to tell you hi." Yeah, I don't know who Sophie is, but let her know I wish her a happy birthday, and thank you for saying hi. Say hi back again. Yes, Jilly, I for sure will pray. So, whether Leon Festinger said this or not, that's up for debate. But the principle is actually very useful. We use it all the time, maybe in a negative way, but I'll give you some examples. You spill coffee on your shirt. What do? You can laugh, you can change your shirt, you can move on, or you can have a stain on your shirt all day and make fun of you. When people see you, they make fun of you, a laugh. Or you can get angry, yell at everyone, get back to work late after the break, and like ruin the rest of your day, right? Or this is classic. This happens all the time. Someone cuts you off in traffic. How long does that last? Not very long, right? But you and I replay it in our heads over and over and over again. What do we do when we do that? We let it actually control our peace. Isn't that the truth? Someone says something rude online to you. I get them so many times. You've seen me live blocking folks because I just don't play with these games. But there's some rude comments. People say rude things, and maybe it took them like 10 seconds, and maybe it's a joke to them. It's funny to them, but then I can carry it on and on and on and on and on and on. Right? Sean says, she says, hi, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hey, do I know who she is? Do I know you? If I do, maybe you can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or somewhere so you can send me a text or chat or a message. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens. Let's go. So yeah, you could like carry that all day with you, right? Like you can replay it in your head for hours and hours and hours again. And sometimes you come home and you tell that story, like you relive the whole thing with so much anger and rage. You actually tell that story to a spouse, to a friend, significant other, right? How many of you have done that? Yes, I know I have, and that sucks. Not that I think back, that kind of sucks. You know what I mean? Um, so let's see. Let's see if we can like take it the example to real life um, and block a couple people. Sorry, I just blocked a couple people. Let's see. Hold on, man. Like I said, I can take this, like carry it with me, or I can just block. Anyway, I blocked. So, um, how many times have we turned a 5 minute problem into a 5 day, 5 week, 5 months, 5 years emotional hangover? I know I have, man. I gotta admit, I know I have. I have. And I hate it. Sucks. But work on progress, right? Work in progress. You can't always, hey, listen, you and I cannot always control the weather, other people's opinions, OPOs, other people's opinions, the traffic, the delays at the airport, the bad news, the mistakes. Listen, we can't always control those. But what we do have ability to control is our responses, our attitude, the next decision, whether you give that moment permission to grow and take over your peace. That's what we got control over, right? Maybe you've even looked back and said, you know what, I wasn't really upset at what happened. You were probably upset because you relived it like over and over and over again. Has that happened to anyone before? Drop a yes in the comments if that has. I'll end up with this for you. Listen, this is a really good law. I like it because I like the fact that it's like Festinger's law, because I've heard Jim Rohn say this. I've heard a lot of people say this, but Festinger was a way, way, way back when. So chances are he probably said it, right? Listen, I'm going to give you a couple things to wrap this up for you that may blow your mind. Hey, Duncan, how are you, buddy? I see you on TikTok. One is life will always hand you moments you didn't ask for, right? You agree with me. Things happen. You're like, I didn't ask for this. Don't give permission to those moments to steal the rest of your day, the rest of your week, month, year, right? So you may say, oh, that's easy to say. Yeah, it's easy to say, and it's easy to practice because we get plenty of chances. Because we get this stuff all the time. There's always something that happens during the day that can really take you off, right? Well, then you can put this principle into use and practice it. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Esky, what's up? Right? And listen, don't let a moment become a mood. And don't let a mood become your identity. Don't let a moment, something that pissed you off, to become a mood. That'll be just your mood all day. And don't let that mood become your identity. Like you don't say, I am this person, right? Don't let that happen. And I'll leave you with this as well. Let's see. Let's just block a couple people here. Yeah, buddy. So, okay. And the last thing I want to say and leave you with is see, some people think this stuff is like funny. I don't really find it funny. Like, what is so funny? I don't get it. Like, let me, there you go. All right. And I'll leave you with this last thought. And that is don't let no, the first event happen to you, right? Somebody cut you off, something happened. Everything after that happens through you. With that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let the feed grow. If you feel like this is worthy of sharing, it'll give value to somebody else. Hey, they'll better understand the 10%, 90% Festingman's law. Then share it, tag them to it, and let's go. With that, if you're not following with me, subscribe to me, connect it to me, and let's go. You can do that on multiple platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, and you can find me through Side Gig Sean. With that, I'm Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who helps folks make some extra money on the side, the legal way, on the side, using the online space. If that connects with you, if you like that idea, you want to make some extra money, and you don't mind the hustle to be flexible, then go to sidegigshawn.com and let's see if I can help you out. With that, I'm signing off. Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love. Jelly.